We're working on the bird, okay? Here's our paint palette. You have traced it down, but for now I'm just gonna, so this is how light you want your pencil to be. I'm just gonna do it quick to give you an idea. On what to do. So we want to define the shapes, no heavy outlines, okay? Soft lines, because we do not want the line showing in our final painting. So remembering this is just our little practice go. Shape of the head. Here comes the body, the back. Okay, and we can see we've got lighter tones and darker tones, but remember we're just building the base and we're building up transparent colour. So we've found that this colour matches the bird better, so this is the colour, and we're just going to go lightly to start with because on some of this it is quite light. I'm using the bigger brush at the moment because I'm not doing detailing. I am just putting in the base, but even though I'm putting in the base, I'm looking at the way they contour the feathers. So I'm already thinking of the form of the feathers. If you need to get more paint, and you just got to check that the consistency of your paint is the same and your wash isn't too heavy. Right, we're a bit darker here, so if my wash is a bit heavier, it doesn't matter, I'm going to be layering it up anyway, so that you can see. Connor, you might want to look at this as well. I will be posting it, darling, but you might want to look at it. See this part here where it's got that, this won't happen on your good watercolour paper, but if there's a bit too much water and it's got exhausted, it'll get that spotty look, okay? But your nice watercolour paper won't do that. When it goes like that, leave it alone. It's a signal that, oh, I've been overworked, just leave me alone for a while. I'll come back to it later. So although I haven't got to the detail of the form yet, as I'm laying my wash, I'm laying it like I would with the feathers. So we're going to come in here. And then I'm almost at the point now where I'm not going to use much more of that bigger brush. Obviously if I was carrying on, but I'm not carrying on for that. So I would now swap to this one. And I would start going, okay, I can't work any more into here, I need to give it a rest. So what I'm going to do is, but I can do the beak, and actually it's blues and greys on the beak, so I can take a little bit of my wash. If it's a new stiff brush, just get some water on it. I want it quite light so I can check it on my paint palette, and then I can come in and just carefully go around the shape of the beak. I'm going to let it puddle because I'm going to get some nice little forms and fine lines. And then obviously I'm going to bring in some dark. So I'm going to grab some dark. I don't want it to be a pure black, so I'm going to mix it with my blue. Again, that spotting is just that cartridge paper not coping with the watercolour. So this one is just playing, so play with your different techniques. You can also then, this is where we'd bring in, I'm going to fast track this. If I was doing that detailing around the eye, I'm going to have some blue in it, although it is quite black. And I can work more solidly and carefully. Now this is going into the detailing. I would obviously at this stage already have the wash everywhere. So this is where you're using the watercolour in a more detailed way. But I need to look where my whites are and not go over them because I can't go back in. Whatever I want to stay white, I need to leave it white. I can always add more and make it darker. But I can't take away, I can't paint over it. So here I can go into the mouth. Because that base also is quite dark. And this is where you just use the tip, just take your time using the tip of that little pointy brush. And you can then just blend out, not adding any more colour, just doing a blending with water. Because I can always leave that and then I can add more depth later. So very much in watercolour, less is more. And then you just go back in and just keep building the colours until you get where you want. I can see here a little bit on the other side. Describe that beak. And I know I can go in a bit more if I want to build up that darkness. So you just layer it up, layer it up. The key is take your time. Don't rush it. Okay, guys?